Okay guys, it's Chris. I'm back for another video. You guys are probably getting sick of watching all these videos, if you're even watching. So, um, doing this really more for a forum member, Jim Thompson. Most of the guys on the forum know Jim. He used to be a moderator on the board, and now he does the Live from the Tree series, and we follow him along every year when he goes out to the Midwest and chases a bunch of deer for couple of months. It's always fun to watch those guys do their thing. And Jim recently made the switch from Hoyt over to Obsession, and I was lucky enough to have Dennis and the guys at Obsession send me Jim's bow first before I shipped it up to Illinois. Like I did Jim's bow last year. Some of you may remember I wrote up his bow, his Hoyt Spider 30. I think I tuned and put some new strings on and did a long segment on that, but did not do a video. And so I said, hey, let's do the one on the on your new Obsession and have him send it to me, and I'll do a video and I'll tune it. And so he agreed to that, and he shipped me all the parts down, which he always does, which is cool for me because I don't have to do any of the work to get the bows. But when he asked me about what I was shooting in my M7, he said, well, what would you do? What bow would you get if you were me? And I said, look, I would get the Defcon 6, the draw specific cam, because Jim's a 28-inch draw length, and I knew that this bow at that draw length was a really nice compromise between speed and smooth draw and the let off and everything where the draw curve was on this cam. So he did, and I said, look, get it in the Cryptic Highlander riser with the black limbs and orange cams, and have them make you an orange and brown string. So they did, and I tell you what, this bow, I mean, it looks awesome. I'm jealous because it looks better than mine. And you can see here, I mean, it just looks like a unreal hunting bow. And I thought the color combo turned out really, really nice. So I am kind of jealous about that, because my bow is in all Cryptic Highlander, but this one we kind of customized a little bit. So got the bow in, and I was like, man, that looks awesome. And started tuning the bow, and Jim sent me a whisker biscuit. A lot of you guys know on the forum he loves a whisker biscuit. But anyway, the bow did not like the whisker biscuit, and it did not tune very well at all. It was a very bad high tear, and I couldn't tune it out. And I said, look, Jim, it's time to go to a drop away and get away from that gravy biscuit. And he agreed to that, and I said, look, get a Limb Driver Pro V. They're pretty bulletproof. I've been shooting them for about 4 or 5 years, and if you are in the woods and you snag this cord, I can tell you how to tie it back in about 2 minutes. It's nothing that you can't do. You need one tool. You can carry a little hex key. Boom, you're not out of business. You don't even have to be a bow tech to tie this thing on. So he agreed, and he sent me one, and I started tuning it, and like my bow, it did have a right tear, and I did the same thing I did last time. I shimmed the cams, and I didn't shim them the same. I did shim both this time, but I shimmed the top and bottom differently. And I'm going to need to look at my notes, so I don't remember what I did. But I ended up shimming them, and I have on the bottom cam, I have a 150 and 170, and on the top I have a 170 and 150. And I have the bottom cam shimmed more to the left than the top, and that was to get the lean exactly where I wanted it, and it shot a bullet hole, and it didn't take me long to figure that out. And I did the same thing I did on my bow. I basically took these cams and measured the lean at brace compared to the D-loop like I did last time, and set them the same, and said, hey, here's where this cam is leaning, here's where this cam is leaning, and I set them the same, although that required different shims on each side. And once I did that, it shot a bullet hole. So again, don't know if my method is right, but I know it shoots awesome the way I do it. And I set the center shot at 13/16, didn't have to move that, and it's shooting like a dream. So that's a lot of rambling about one guy's bow. This thing is I mean, it's a shooter. It has unreal let off for a 65-pound bow. I will go over the speed. Um, with a 385 grain arrow. This bow is set at 65 pounds, 28-inch draw, which is probably in the medium about what most bow hunters shoot. That's not a high draw weight. That's not a long draw length. That's right in the middle. And it had a 385 grain arrow, which might be a little on the light side for a whitetail, but it's still not light. And it shot 305 feet per second. So if you want to go up or down, if I shot a lighter arrow, it would have been higher IBO, but those calculations are right at about a 352 IBO feet per second, which for 65 pounds is pretty unreal. I mean, it draws unreal to produce that kind of speed. It's not like a harsh cam and it wants to jump or creep on you if you ease forward a little bit. So thought I would throw that in. This thing is sweet. It's a pretty sweet hunting bow. So I'm going to take a couple shots through the paper just so Jim can see that I did do my work on this bow, although he's not paying me. I do it because I like him and he's a good guy. But just thought you guys might enjoy the last episode. I'm not going to try to do too many of these videos. You guys are tired of seeing me, I'm sure. But we will take a shot and we'll see what Jim's bow is going to do. And although he got skunked last year, hopefully he shoots a nice buck this year. So here we go. All right, about like it was last time. Jim, that might be even just a, no, that's not too bad. Especially the way you grip the bow with your monkey grip. It's not bad at all, so looks pretty good to me. Hope all you guys enjoyed the video again. If you have any questions about these obsession bows or how to tune them, feel free to hit me up. Thanks.